10 leaves of banana because for flavor, also known as shadow benny, half of a whole Scotch bonnet pepper, and
good morning, good day, and welcome to the industrial capital of Trinidad Tobago, San Fernando, the southern city. I am Val.
And I'm Eve, welcoming you to our kitchen today,
so that we may share with you our cooking experience.
Good day. Hi. On the menu today we have coconut chutney, favorite delicacy the Indians brought to Trinidad. And this is how we're going to do. First we're going to crack our coconut. Right. Water comes out. Open it up. Nice. So we get our coconut open up. Rest them there. I think I might need one more chop here. Cool. Right. Take your knife. You stick it in like this under the flesh to get it out of that hard husk. There you go, you got your coconut out of your husk. Or there's now also selling pre-packaged grated coconut in the supermarkets. For those of you who don't want to go through this, but it has to be whole like this in order for it to be roasted to make your chutney. Right, so after you get our coconut out of the husk, put it on your stove to get nicely roasted. Right, leave that to roast. Right, so this is what you want your coconut to look like after it's roasted. Now we're going to take the knife and we are going to scrape out the black so you won't get that burnt taste and you'll get a nice color. So you take a knife and you just scrape. What you really want is the burnt flavor. And we already accomplish the burnt flavor, so you just scrape it out, scrape out some of the black stuff. Of course, let your coconut cool first. Or you can put it in some water. Two methods we're going to use. We're going to use the grated method first. Use the finest side of your grater and you grate. I prefer the grated method because you release all the oils and for somewhat it's a sweeter taste. I don't know, mine over matter, but that's just me. So this is the texture that you want, really fine and nice. And now we are going to do the modern food processor way. Food processor way, you chip up your coconut. Plonk it. still needs to go some more. I think it probably needs, because if you feel the texture with the grated one compared to the food processor one, the texture one is really nice and fine and soft. The food processor one is a bit coarse. Yeah, that should be, that's the best we can get it in the food processor. Right. This is one medium coconut. So one medium coconut, you have 10 leaves of bandania, because for flavor, also known as shadow penny, half of a whole Scotch bonnet pepper, and 5 grains of garlic, and broadleaf Spanish thyme, we call it in Trinidad. I'll show you just now. You need like 2 of that. All of that is for flavor, and a teaspoon of salt. Alright, so I just have some here to show you this method of grinding that our grandmothers used. This is called a sill, and this is a lorha. And well, obviously it's a bigger one that they will use, but I got the small one at the beach in Trinidad Tobago. And now you just grind everything like this. Make it nice and fine. Yeah, in those days they had no blender, no food processor, no mini chopper. So they had to do everything by hand like this. Now if you don't have this, once we were in Mayaro and we didn't have a stone or grinder, had no blender, on your kitchen sink, the gridded part of your kitchen sink, I just put my seasoning on that with a rum bottle, of course. You always have rum bottles in Mayaro, and I grind seasoning. Wow. Now this way releases all the nice oils in the seasonings. You get all the flavors, right? And there you go. Your ground seasoning, your grinded seasoning on your stone from Toco Beach in Trinidad. Right, so you add it to your chutney. Obviously I did some more in the processor, so just gonna add it now. Wow, if you guys could only smell this. Right, there you go, get all that in. My preference of salt is the pink Himalayan now. Himalayan. Add that to it. And you just mix everything together. Make sure everything is nicely incorporated. Normally I will put the seasoning together with the coconut in the food processor. That way you got everything nicely incorporated.